In a sultry night in South Beach, the fog lifts a little more in the Eastern Conference of the LFL as the impressive 1-0 Philadelphia Passion and their rookie breakout quarterback Christine Bell travel to South Florida to take on the Miami Caliente and their aerial assault game of Ananka Dixon to Tina Capcavelli. These gridiron goddesses do battle now on LFL Friday Night Football.
Let's go. This is the place and the time to decide in your mind if you got what it takes for the shine. Yo, don't be wasting the time. Yo, get erased from the line. Yo, lights and the cameras are flashing, fans on their feet and it's time for some action. Thunder and lightning, they fighting and clashing. High speed chase, race and keep smashing. L, this is Friday Night Football.
Good evening. Welcome to South Florida FIU Stadium. Along with Sean Salisbury, I'm Tom Dorr. And Sean, we got a heck of a ball game tonight. Philly's already 1-0. Miami with their first game of the night. Miami, from what we understand, is going to be pretty good.
Yeah, you think? Pretty doggone good. And Philly hasn't been tested yet with their one game against Baltimore.
All right, let's go with our keys to the game. You might have heard of the Michael Vick experience tonight, Sean. We're going to get to enjoy the Ananka Dixon experience.
The most explosive quarterback in the league, great feet, powerful arm, accurate. She's not only an explosive quarterback, maybe the best in football.
This Philly rookie trio could be the best in the league.
I love it. And Danielle Gassler, we know she's a nice big target, can catch the ball and run after the catch. You will see her, and they will see them try to get the ball to her on early downs, which is important. How about this gal? Tommy, in the first game we saw her play, getting to the quarterback, disrupting. Heather Roy, she's got that big body and big frame, but she's also very quick on her first step. And then you look at the quarterback, Christy Bell, the rookie. She's done everything possible to make everybody believe that this gal's got a chance to be a star in this league.
And finally, your favorite, LFL 2.0, the most anticipated rookie of the 2010 class debuts tonight in Miami's Etta Paul.
And their head coach, Bobby Hugo, said, Sean, she's not only a great rookie, she's going to win the Rookie of the Year going away was his prediction, but she may be as good as there is in the league at that position.
All right, put the women and children away. Get your popcorn ready. This is going to be a good one.
This is Friday Night Football.
Welcome back to a loud FIU Stadium with Sean Salisbury. I'm Tom Dorr. So glad you're along with us. Tina Capcavelli ready to kick off. Tyra Lusby back deep to receive. Here is the kick. Lusby takes it back about 5 yards deep. She's going to bring it out. Almost goes down. She's in trouble. Back near the end zone. She's down at the 1. Oh, my. What a big play to start the game.
Not exactly the way you want to start out. Philadelphia beats Baltimore in their opener. Philadelphia 60-6. We have not seen Miami this year. Calcavelli kicks off, and we know that she can do it all.
Oh, yeah.
Not the way Lusby wanted to start this first drive backed up for Philadelphia, and we know, Tommy, how important field position is, as we've seen it all through the LFL season.
Well, the one player that we can talk about, we know Tyra Lusby's terrific, but Mary Rose Roach is one, and here she goes with the football, brings it along the right side, gets across the 5, out to about the 7-yard line, gain of 6 on the play. Sean, she has a chance to be a true superstar.
And superstar in every sense of the word, Tommy.
Yeah.
She'll hit you inside, but she can also take it to the house. I look at running backs that are home run hitters, the people that I want to have, Chris Johnsons in the NFL of the world, that when they touch it, they got a chance to go the distance. This young lady has that.
Philly come back up to the line of scrimmage. Christy Bell, a 296 rating. Unbelievable. Pitch pass, that goes to Roach. She's going to cut back. She's in a little trouble. Look out, here she goes. She's across the 15. She could take this to the house. 10-5, touchdown Philly. Just what you were talking about. Hits a home run on the second play of the game.
Love those home run hitters, Tommy. They may strike out once in a while, but when they hit bombs like that, amazing. Takes a little screen, little quick throw from the quarterback, Christy Bell, and watch what she does with it. Puts her foot in the ground and cuts back. Who's that remind you of? You ever remember a guy in Detroit named Barry Sanders?
Yep.
Boom, may lose a yard every now and again. Then look at the explosiveness get through the hole. Running through tackles, it shows her physicality. And then you can have an angle on her. She takes it to the house. That's exactly why Tommy had mentioned at the top, this is a true superstar, and what a great way to start after great bad field position for Philadelphia.
And they'll come up for a 1-point conversion attempt. Miami had a little problem, had to get a player on late. They'll go to Roach down the right side, and ooh, is she hit hard. The kick attempt failed. How about Etta Paul with that tackle?
Bob Huco, their head coach, said she could be the best corner in the league, she could be the best rookie in the league, and she could be the best running back in the league. So we're going to see her on both sides of the ball. Tommy, after that long touchdown that we just saw from Roach, Bob Huco's team was soft on defense in Miami last year. That's why it was an early exit from the playoffs. They spent time and time again getting better on defense this year to try and where they're not just an offensive team. At least in the first play you thought, what's going on? Well, she takes it to the house. Now you're wondering, is Miami any better on defense? But now we switched to offense, and this special quarterback, Ananka Dixon.
Oh, she really is. She's got an absolute cannon for an arm. Accuracy could be a little problem once in a while, but she can flat throw that football. Motion comes to the near side, handoff to Etta Paul. Here she comes, and how about that? Etta Paul meet Mary Rose Roach, and that was a flat stick by Roach.
Oh, so Roach decides to take it to the house on one side and then knock your ass back to the house on the other side. What a great hit in the hole. Looked like it was going to be more open than it was. Nice job by Philadelphia and Roach to pay you back on both sides of the ball.
2nd down and 7. Dixon gets motion going. Fades back, looking up the field. Pump fake once. Now she's going to run it. Now she's in trouble. She's got Philly defenders all around, and she's going to go down. We got a flag down as well. That could be a hold. Let's wait and see. But that was that's a heck of a dance she was doing back there, Sean. I know you've played that dancing game too.
I couldn't dance like that, Tommy. They just sacked me 4 seconds before that. Let's see what the penalty flag is. They're trying to figure it out what it is, Tommy. Okay, maybe they dropped it on accident. Trying to figure out. Now that's why we call this quarterback here the Michael Vick, because she's about an 8-second play, didn't get any yards, but at least got him out of a bad play.
Dixon will fade back again. Looking long. She's going down the field looking for Thompson, and she just can't quite catch up with it. How about that? From the 15 to the goal line on a line.
You never have to worry about the arm strength of this young lady. She can throw it the distance, and Calcavelli, if you get it anywhere near her, is going to catch it. Now, Tommy, to go back, you know what I think it was? See these towels that almost look like markers that we thought was a penalty? Yep. Maybe that's what it was with the light that we saw, because it was still on the ground at the snap. But now we're looking at 4th down. And we talk about how important field position is. Last thing Miami wants to do is not get a first down here and give Philadelphia field position there. And you see those pink gloves, folks. It's Cancer Awareness Month, and the LFL, like the NFL, is really big on this awareness, and we're very, very proud of them.
4th and 7. Dixon under center, fades back, looking up the field, steps up, and she might go down. She is going to go down. Back inside the 15. Great pressure on the quarterback. She goes down, and that's a big sack. Colleen Burns there on the sack.
Great job by Colleen Burns, who we don't spend a lot of time talking about. But I'm going to tell you what, those are sometimes your superstars, Tommy, that keep working, don't get a lot of credit, and go and go and go. The biggest problem here is Philadelphia scored. Miami does not respond. And the way you stop a Michael Vick player like Ananka Dixon, you don't let her feet get moving, and that's exactly what Burns did. Field position turnover, terrible.
Bell wants somebody to come in motion. Here she comes. Pitch goes to the left side. That's Lusby. Tyra Lusby. Oh, she gets hit hard at about the 11-yard line. Gomez there on the stop.
Man, if you're faint of heart, you don't want to show up for this one.
No, this is serious. We got a timeout on the field. We'll be right back. Back here at FIU Stadium, early in the game, already a 6-0 lead for Philly, looking to add on to it. 2nd and 7. She'll fade back, steps up, throws a screen pass right down the middle. That's Roach who's got it. Roach with a cut back to the 5, and she's in. Her 2nd touchdown of the game. Mary Rose Roach makes it 12-0 Philly.
I haven't seen anything like it since we've started this year, Tommy. Yeah. Every game we've covered. It's our 2nd time of seeing Philly. They dominated Baltimore, so we didn't get to see it all. A little waltz and a walk for the Philadelphia team. Have a look at this. Another. Took that first left screen the distance. Now just a little mid of screen. Nice job by the quarterback. But look at the reverse in the field. Great job with the accurate throw. And once again, Roach reverses the field. They lose contained as Miami, and Roach gets in. She's not only a great player, but this is telling me that Miami's defense looks exactly the same as it did in 2009, which was soft.
Yeah, right now they don't look very good at all. You're exactly right. Going for the one extra point. Lusby comes around the left side. Oh, and she gets hit hard, and did the ball get in? It did get in. Make it 13-0. It just made it, and Philly gets the 1-point conversion.
Yeah, if you're coaching and calling plays, and Chandler Brown, the head coach for Philadelphia, there you see Tyra Lusby, and you got Lusby and Roach in your backfield, you want to talk about ice and fire, night and day.
Yeah.
Well, I don't care what you call them. Ferrari and Lamborghini, Barry Sanders, Chris Johnson. I don't care what you call them. This is special. Philadelphia hasn't had to do much to get up 2 touchdowns here. But remember, Tommy, let me take you back to this first series by Miami that they had. 4th down, taking a sack, not getting a first down, and you give them the short field. Philadelphia will kill you.
Oh, yeah.
We didn't get to see enough of it in Baltimore because they were dominating Baltimore the whole time. This is supposed to be a better test, but so far, not so good.
Dixon, hands up. That's Ashley Thames. Will come around the left side. She's across the 15, out to about the 20, 21-yard line. And let's listen in. Tara Turley with that stop.
Well, we talked to both, and we encouraged both teams as we talked to them. When you're mic'd up, let them have it, baby. Let them have it. Tara Turley, you see there, taking care of her business, running back, and I think you're going to hear a lot of talking. These are 2 supposed great football teams. We know how good Philly is. Right now, Miami's got to answer with their explosive passing attack. Calcavelli and Dixon, they must respond.
Dixon, naked reverse coming to the right side, and she's in trouble, and she is going down. Philly read that very well and takes Dixon down. Loss of about 4 on the play.
That right there may be, I think that was Jaleesa McCrary. That right there, Tommy, may be the best defensive play I've seen all year. You know why? There's a lot of undisciplined. People see a running back go one way or a quarterback with a fake. They run down the line and follow it. McCray stays home. What we call that is keeping your outside arm free and having contain and force and help inside. Because with the feet of Dixon, if you don't force her inside to help, she can outrun you to the edge and make sure she gets by you for a big play. McCrary, that's as good a football play as a defensive person can make without making it a huge hit, and then she wrapped up, Tommy. Great play.
3rd down and about 7. Dixon fades back again. Looking. Now she's going to tuck it and run. Now she can do this. Across the 20 into midfield. She is into Philadelphia territory, and that would be enough for a first down.
Great play by the Michael Vick of this league and Nanka Dixon. We got a penalty marker. With all that scrambling back there, could be holding. Let's listen in.
Illegal procedure on the offense. 3 running plays on a series. Penalized 5 yards. Loss of down. 4th down.
Unforced errors. You know what? You got to get rid of it, but also illegal procedure. You shouldn't be having those at your home stadium. The crowd shouldn't be too loud that you can't get them off. These are errors and stupid things that Miami's doing. I know Bobby Huco, their head coach, is an offensive-minded guy. We haven't seen Calcavelli touch the football yet other than the kickoff. Dixon has under great pressure. 2 things I noticed, Tommy. Receivers are not separating, getting open, and the secondary linebackers and secondary of Philadelphia is covering because Dixon cannot find anybody to throw the ball, and they're swarming and keeping a little circle around her so she can't break out, make a great play, but you got to throw now.
4th and 12. She'll fade back. 4 back to protect. It is caught. Not enough for a first down. That's Tina Calcavelli who's got it, but it is not enough for a first down. And Philly's got it again in great position.
I think widely known as the best receiver in this league last year, Tommy.
Best hands,
tall,
easily.
And also the Randy Moss type. She's got deceptive speed. The ball was put right on her by Dixon. And Tommy, now Philadelphia gets the ball. Again, you can't give great teams this kind of field position. Miami's putting themselves in a bind.
Bell comes up to the line of scrimmage. 1st and 10 for Philly. They are in great shape. Pitch goes to Mary Rose Roach. Hands it off to Lusby. Now it's loose. Football is loose, and I think Miami got it back. I think Tara Turley's on the bottom of that pile. Look at him go after it. I think Turley got there first and has it, and they do.
Months and months of work on plays, Tommy, and sometimes you don't work these reverses enough. Miami's going to get this ball, thank goodness for them. A possible momentum switcher. Ball laid on the ground. Great job by Tara Turley to get on it. Now, one thing about it, Chandler Brown, our all-fantasy coach in 2009, great coach, always has this team prepared. Tommy, we talked to him. He said we're going to mix in some stuff, and you know darn well he is prepared and passionate. He loves his girls and loves his team, but he will not tolerate bad exchanges like that.
So 1st down now, Miami with it near midfield in pretty good shape. 1st and 10. keeps, goes around the right side, pitches back to Paul, and she's going nowhere. Oh, what a great open field tackle. Danielle Gassler right there with the stop.
Look at a great hit. This is the best assignment football I've seen a defense play. They had somebody on the pitch person. When you're playing against an option quarterback or a team that runs the option, you must, one, hit the guy that they hit the girl that's fake to into the line. You must, two, get somebody to hit the quarterback, and we saw the quarterback Dixon end up on the ground. And number three, you must have somebody accountable for the pitch person. Philadelphia, 1, 2, 3, as good assignment defense as you'll see in this league.
Gain of 3, make it 2nd and 7 now. Dixon comes up under center. Receiver split to both sides. She'll fade back, little pitch, and it's caught inside the 20 down to about the 17-yard line, and that's Etta Paul again there with that catch. So not only can she run it, she can catch it.
Raved over her, not only the players that we talked to, but Bob Hugo said this is special. He sometimes doesn't even know where to put her. She said wants to put her everywhere because she's so dominant. A leading candidate for Rookie of the Year coming into this game. It's the first time we've seen her, but she's like Marshall Faulk. You can line her up at wide receiver, you can line her up at running back, and obviously we see that she's got good hands. Great throw by Dixon right on the money.
Dixon hands off. Turley comes around the left side. She's inside the 15 down to about the 14-yard line. And Miami is able to get a few yards, but the big ones aren't coming so far. We got a timeout on the field. We'll be right back.
This is Friday night football.
So Miami's got a little something going here now, finally.
Well, it's amazing what happens, how defense can change the momentum of a football game on a turnover.
13-0. First or second down. She'll fade back. Roll looking for Cacavelli, and the pass is overthrown and incomplete. And now it is 3rd and 7.
And you know, coming into this game, Philadelphia's defense was, every defense says they want to stop the run. But really, in this game, Tommy, you got to stop Dixon from running the quarterback, but you got to take Cacavelli out of the game.
You do.
And other than the one catch, and she's such a pure football player, Tina is, but you take her out of the game and you make somebody else beat you. And that's what Philadelphia is doing now. And I can't emphasize enough how important, as a coach who's calling plays on offense, you got to throw it twice every 4 downs. Don't save those throws till 3rd and 4th down. Then you take your own run out of the game.
Right, exactly. 3rd
and then the defense
7.
knows, Tommy, what you got to do.
Trips to the right side, and Dixon is following that. She's got some room. Nice block upfield, inside the 10, down near the 5, and then thrown down out of bounds. Nice run by Dixon, but very nice upfield blocking.
See, Bobby Hugo played for Mike Shanahan at the University of Florida. And Mike, very simple. If you can't stop a play, we're going to keep running it. You will see that play again before it's over. And Shanahan's always believed in putting the football in your best players' hands at Denver and in Washington. Bobby Hugo comes from that same tree. Put the football, you say when in doubt. He knows how good Dixon is. We've talked at length with him about it. And what do? A straight sweep run by Dixon to get him in position to score.
1st and goal, football at about the 6-yard line. Dixon gives off. That's Turley coming around the left side. Got hit once and then gets inside the 5, fumbled it out of bounds. And Philadelphia is doing a terrific job, just what we talked about a couple weeks ago. Their athletes are able to catch up, and there's not just one tackler there, there's 3 or 4.
They may be as good as athletically as good as any team in this league at every position, Tommy, because they can run, and when they hit you, they don't hit at you, they explode through you. That's how tacklers do it. You hit outside the back of somebody. Like to see more Etta Paul that they raved over, but it looks like Tara Turley's going to be the workhorse early in this game.
Football at the 5, make it 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line. And Turley had nowhere to go. Oh my, what a terrific job. Philly is just blowing in and doing whatever they want to do.
Tommy, and every hit is bone right. I mean, did you see the jaw, the head kicking back? They're not just tackling, they're hitting them. Now here it is again, it's 3rd down. They've run the ball twice. Now Miami, and Bobby Hugo likes to throw, but now Bobby has to throw. And if you're Philadelphia, you're sending in, hey, guard against the pass and maybe have a spy on Dixon so she doesn't Michael Vicky and run it into the end zone. You got to now throw these next 2 downs because of the rules of the league.
And who are you going to guard more than anybody else?
Double team Cacavelli.
And we had a little motion, no call. Dixon fades back, and who's open? Tina Cacavelli, touchdown!
Now how's that possible? How do the refs miss that? How do you get going towards the line of scrimmage? Nice celebration. Great job by Dixon to continue the play and not pay attention. And great job by the Miami offense to finish the play. Apparently Philadelphia's defense didn't. But there was blatant motion in the backfield. That should have been a 5-yard penalty. Watch again. Motion, But a nice fake. Dixon gets her head around right now, locates Calcavelli on the crossing route. Two people couldn't cover Calcavelli for the touchdown. Refs missed that call, but Miami ain't giving it back, Tommy.
No, I don't think anytime soon they will. And Miami going for one here. Handoff goes to Turley, looking for a seam, bounces inside, now goes outside, and the extra point is good, and it's 13-7. Going from disaster when they fumble the football to now, or when they turn it over on downs, to now it's a ball game at 13-7.
And the best ball game as far as close as we've seen all year, Tommy, with athletes and special quarterbacks and rookie running backs and great receivers like Calcavelli. Nice job there by Turley to bounce off the first one, Tommy. But keep your legs going. A lot of running backs stop their feet. They stop their feet in the hole. Tara Turley keeps going, bounces out, and then walks in the end zone. The first time that we haven't seen Philadelphia make a good tackle.
Yeah, right. All right, now let's see what Philly does. First down. Christy Bell fades back, looking long, gun loads, and it is almost intercepted. It's incomplete. And is that Calcavelli who's upset? It is. Tina Calcavelli almost came across the field and made the interception.
What can't that young lady do as far as pure football? Last year at the top of the league in interceptions, top of the league in catches. I mean, everything she does, she just gets it, Tommy. She gets it, and great receivers know how to ball hawk. When the ball's in the air, she goes up and catches it at its highest point. She missed that one, but a good job of coverage against a Philly team that's as well-rounded running and throwing as there is in the league.
Well, and you mentioned run. You got to think they're going to give it to her, and there it is. Mary Rose Roach makes a cutback. Gets away from one, look out! She's taking it to the house again! Mary Rose Roach takes it to the house, a 35-yard touchdown run. She is a star in the making.
Now we're going to run another play for the celebration, Tommy. Give it to Roach. She'll just give it to her. She'll score again. And yes, she will. Have a look at this. Now, Tommy, you and I can run through this whole great job and great push up front by Philadelphia. But that's about where you and I get tackled, right here. But her explosive leg drive through the hole, and then the ability to burst by people that have angles on her, gets to the house. This is the best football player I've seen in this league. Philadelphia, get it to her.
This is Friday Night Football.
Men, finally a reason to love shopping. Log on to LFLshop.com for your favorite LFL team gear and merchandise.
Well, now we've got an extra point try. They're going for one. Pitch goes to the right side, and she lost it. It's loose now. Doesn't matter who gets this football. It's an extra point try. 19-7 is our score with 2 minutes left in the first half.
That's two times now Philadelphia, who is a very, very good team, has had exchange problems. Once on the reverse in this one, and Chandler Brown, who prepares them so hard for hours. Like I said, he has minimal tolerance for this, especially for a team that he doesn't want beating themselves, because this team's really too good to do that. Nice job by Miami. Maybe their defense is starting to pick it up a little bit and look like a 2010 defense instead of their 2009 soft defense. Impressed. We don't kick off in this except it's first half and at halftime. And those extra points when it's in there at the 2-yard line, that's for one, Tommy, just for the rule purpose. And then obviously when they move back to the 5, that's for 2. And as close as this game is and the odd score, you may have to see a 1 or a 2 down the stretch and make them convert a 2 to win a football game.
Dixon comes up to the line of scrimmage. Gets everybody set. Fades back. She's only got one deep. Look, that's where she's going. She's open. Got it. Touchdown. Dixon with the long throw to Taylor Thompson for the touchdown. Sean, how does that happen?
I'll tell you
Only one receiver, and she beats
it. It was a single-person route, a double move route. They had maximum protection, kept both backs in. This is just we're going to drop back. Dixon's going to throw it as far as she can. Look at both backs stay in, Tommy, in case there's a blitz. It was a double move. See the pump fake? Pump fake makes the corner squat for just a second. The safety took a bad angle, and look at the throw to one of the younger players in this league, in Thompson at 19 years old, and then the finish. Great job of watching the ball in. That's just a pump fake and finish. Bad angle by the safety. They expected help over the top.
It's a heck of a catch, too. Dixon going for 2. Naked reverse, throws it in, and it's deflected and incomplete. Heck of a defensive play there. Looking for Calcavelli, but the ball deflected and incomplete.
Now we're spotlighting Calcavelli, who's a great football player. Well, I want a huge spotlight on the defensive play.
There's a heck of a play.
What a great job of not letting Calcavelli. If a lob is thrown by Dixon, probably got a better chance. A little too much line drive throw, but one heck of a job by Philly's defense. These extra points matter so much, Tommy.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a low percentage on 2-point conversions, a low percentage. So you want to make those happen when you can. Defensive seem to have a way of stopping those.
Well, so far, Miami's been unable to stop Mary Rose Roach. Little fake, and now they're going to give it to her. She's got some green in front. She's to midfield. Look at her roll ahead down inside Miami territory, and then helps Tina Calcavelli up.
Miami, you better start to recognize that number 6 is pretty good. And if you haven't recognized it, you're not on the same field that we're watching. Great job. That was a Dallas Cowboys special. Pump fake the slant or the hitch outside and come back and run a late draw. We see a lot of teams are starting to copy that in the NFL, and now we're seeing it in the LFL, the pump fake hitch, and get it right to their best player.
Handoff goes to Mary Rose Roach again. She's hit hard. Nina Smith with the stop, and she's going to get 5 or 6 yards every time.
And Tommy, that becomes a problem. She's fired up too. That becomes a problem when you're hitting it in the hole, whether it's Lusby or whether it's Roach. When first contact's 5 yards down the field and you're in, first down's the most important down in football. You give me 5 or 6 yards, then I get to dictate the tempo on the last 3 downs. Penalty marker, let's listen in and hear what they have to say.
Formation at the snap. Penalized 5 yards. Remains first down.
Defense, illegal formation, Tommy. They were in that neutral zone or lined up wrong, too close to the center, too close to the line. Just another advantage for Philadelphia. But you can't let a good runner get 6 yards every time.
Bell waits for the snap. Hands off. This is Gassler who's got it. Little fake. Gassler's got a little room to run. Smith will bring her down after a gain of about 7 yards on the play. And right now, there is just no answer by Miami to whatever Philadelphia is doing.
No, great play calling. They don't have to do much, Tommy. As you see the quarterback, Christy Bell, doing a lot of handoffs, a lot of short passes. Then you get with Gassler, Bell, in this running game of Lusby and Roach. You've got maybe the most well-balanced team in the league. But right now, Christy Bell, it's pretty simple. Throw a 4-yard pass, let Roach go to the house, bring Gassler in around on a little crossbuck action. Tommy, now it's second down. They dictate the flow. Don't be surprised if they throw the football. And they moved it now to a first down. Don't be surprised if they want to throw the football here because now they get to dictate the tempo. First and goal, got 4 downs. Don't want to wait till your 3rd or 4th down.
First and goal at the 7. Give goes right up the middle, and she's going nowhere. Miami read that very well. Roach maybe lost a yard on that play, and guess who's in on the stop? Ananka Dixon in on defense now.
Yeah, this isn't just a one-dimensional players in this league. If you're Calcavelli, you play both. You're Gassler, you play both. You're Dixon, you play both. You throw a touchdown pass and come out and knock somebody out, Tommy.
Is that taking a little bit of a chance to have Dixon on defense?
Sure it is. Of course it is, Tommy, because you know what? One little arm tackle that hurts her shoulder, then it affects her game. Miami defense looking better now.
Bell fades back, 2nd and goal at the 9, and that pass is deflected and incomplete. I think she threw that a little bit early. Calcavelli had a shot at it, incomplete. Now it's 3rd and goal.
And they've run one and they've thrown one, so they still have the option here. They don't have to. They can throw now, or they can wait till 4th down. You'd rather have them throw now, but that's also what Miami's defense is thinking. So you got to play the game. Problem with Bell there, Tommy. She was lazy on her drop back. Mechanics were all. She was falling back when she threw the football, and you see the result. Step into the throw, and if it's not there, throw it away or take off and run.
3rd down and 8. Little pitch goes to the left side. Roach cuts back inside. Here she goes, bullet her way down. She's inside the 1, right to the goal line, but they say no touchdown. The ball didn't cross the goal line.
But 3rd down pass, they've used both their passes. They're at about the 1-foot line, and you got the best football player I've seen in this league. Maybe another flag on the play, or is there a timeout?
I think we got a flag.
Can't see the yellow marker.
See, we got zeros up on the board. There's Chandler Brown, their coach.
Intense and fired up. Looks like he's got some eligibility left. We got timeout on the field.
So a 30-second timeout, 4th and goal. And they fumble the football. But I think we've got a flag down. I think we may have had some motion there.
Well, they quick snapped us, Tommy. They quick snapped us. That's a break right there.
Oh, huge.
Break. They move them back 5 yards. Move them back 5 yards.
And they'll get one more play.
3 times now, Tommy. 3 times we've seen bad exchanges.
Yeah. Bad
exchanges by Philadelphia. And that's the only reason right now that the Miami Caliente are still in this.
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Still in this.
What a great crowd, a loud crowd here.
A little timeout, a little quick snap us. Here we are back to normal play. 4th down.
4th and 6. Bell fades back. She's in trouble. She's in all kinds of trouble, and she's going down. Anik Naylor there with the sack, and that's going to do it for the first half. What a comeback by Miami. Philly looked like they were in control, and Miami came right back.
Momentum switcher's going to take us to halftime. Miami's defense steps up their game and knocks them in the mouth. Goal line stand. Will that have an effect when we come back in the second half?
This is Friday Night Football.
The first 5 minutes here, you look like last year's defense. No gang tackling, no wrapping up. Start tackling, knock it out of girls, everybody.
Fire the ball and tighten the gap.
They can't stop us.
Shove it in their throats. Hey, wake up!
And there was some all-star plays. Take a look. Breakout run right off the bat by Mary Rose Roach, Barry Sanders, Chris Johnson, call her what you want. Explosiveness and speed to the edge. That got Philadelphia started after a bad return on the kickoff. So you think, what happens next? I got a good idea. Let's go back to Roach with the next series. Back across the grain, loose contain if you're Miami. Roach gets it into the end zone. By far the most explosive player I've seen in this league. Now Miami finally gets it going. Calcavelli with the catch, the best receiver, Randy Moss type in this league. Then you come right back, and who is it again? But Mary Rose Roach. Taking it to the house. Folks, this is not just fake. I know it looks fake because she's scoring all the time, but it's true. And then Dixon comes back, a 1-receiver route, a double move go on the outside to Thompson. This rookie at 19 makes a great play, sells the move. Philadelphia's defense wasn't ready. Now you get in there, they're getting some big hits now. Ananka Dixon comes in, a goal line stand by Miami, and then the sack off the edge when Philadelphia trying to score just before halftime. Philadelphia got it going on, but Miami's defense has stepped up. And Tom, look at those numbers. We got ourselves one hell of a ball game.
Huge rushing yards, 107-19. We'll be right back.
This is Friday Night Football.
We almost left Miami for dead, or at least Philadelphia almost left them for dead. Nice comeback, and now they're right in this game, Sean.
See that pink bow right there on the back
sir.
of their helmets, and also the gloves? Let's give some love to Cancer Awareness Month and all those who have suffered through it. Thank you, LFL players, for wearing this.
Etta Paul with it, gets it across the 15, still going across the 20 out near midfield. And that's where they'll put it into play. 1st and 10, down by 5 now.
We've seen now Etta Paul, and we've listened to Bobby Huco. There's Ananka Dixon, her numbers in the first half, 4-6, the big home run to Thompson to get him going. She's also got great feet. Philadelphia's defense has done a good job against her other than that one big play and the little short pass to Calcavelli, for the touchdown. Tommy, here's what you got to see. I think you got to get Etta Paul a little bit more involved. I don't care if it's the screen game or what. Bob Huco, their head coach. You saw Bobby mad. He and Chandler Brown, we get them at midfield battling each other, huh?
Too, yep.
The coach of Philadelphia and Miami. You've got to get Etta Paul involved because she is an explosive rookie in this league.
Calcavelli right there on the side of your screen wearing number 11. Dixon fades back, rolls out, looking long, throws it. Oh, and it just goes through Calcavelli's hands. It was a little high, but that's a catch you'd think the best receiver in the league would get.
Yeah, if you're talking about Andre Johnson of Houston, Randy, they catch those. And folks, take a camera of that picture. Take a picture and save it, because you won't see her drop any of those balls. Nice velocity on the throw. A little high, but you're great players, and Calcavelli is a special player in this league.
Yeah.
Will normally get that pass. Now you've thrown on one down. You still got one more throw, and you still got some running involved. Let's see if they get Etta Paul or somebody involved in the screen game. But one thing I do know now, Calcavelli is starting to come open in the secondary time.
Yeah, she's there. They can certainly find her.
Let's give the offensive and defensive lines up front. They're playing physical on both sides.
2nd and 10. Little pitch back, goes around the left side. That's Thompson. Thompson trying to get open. Now does, and gets down to about the 21-yard line. She was in trouble there and finally got about 4 yards on the play.
I'm liking this young gal, 19-year-old Thompson. He's playing tight end, playing some wide receiver, doing a little bit of everything, and then comes back, takes a loss, and turns it into a 5-yard gain. Excuse me, Tommy. I think she's got some awareness that I like. You know, some people are just football players.
Just get it.
Yeah, they just get it. I think Thompson gets it right now, and doing a great job is Taylor Thompson with it. Keeping that crowd quiet. No penalties. No penalties.
3rd down and 7. Dixon fades back. She wants to throw. Everybody in tight. She's looking long. Got Thompson. End zone. Touchdown. What a catch by Taylor Thompson. Triple teamed, and she still got it.
That's called a closer and a finisher. Now, first of all, Anarka Dixon, how'd you make this throw? It's triple coverage. Look at this, but her mechanics are so good, Tommy. Look where the ball position is up there by her shoulder. It's already loaded up. Puts great air on the ball. If this is a line drive throw, it's incomplete. Now, is there not 3 people there? Horrible mistiming by Philadelphia, but what concentration by Taylor Thompson. What a great throw by Dixon. That's why this team is never out of a game, because they can score just like that. I told you I like Taylor Thompson, don't I?
You did.
And Dixon, you got more guts than I do throwing that ball.
Ooh, triple coverage, and they still found her. Going for 2 points. Dixon rolls around the right side, looks into the end zone, throws, and it's just a little overthrown. And that one is incomplete. So 20-19, looking for Calcavelli again, and that wasn't Calcavelli's fault. That was a little too high.
Couldn't quite get 2 hands on the football. Man alive. Hey, now that you add Taylor Thompson to the mix with Calcavelli, this team going to be dangerous down the stretch. Now is the defense going to come back and match their intensity late in the first half, Miami? And it's apparent that both offenses can score. There's Christy Bell's first half stats, 2 of 4. Hasn't had to do much. And a few quick screens got their team explosive with some big home runs.
Handoff goes to Lusby. We got a flag down. Lusby cuts back, makes a nice move, runs through a couple arm tackles, gets out to about the 21-yard line. And I think this is going to go against Miami. See if we can hear the official.
Defense is lined up in the neutral zone. Penalized 5 yards. Remains first down.
A little neutral zone infraction, Tommy. Lined up in the wrong spot. You can't get too close to the line of scrimmage.
How is a team going to stop Philadelphia with all the weapons they have offensively?
You want me to answer that?
Yeah. They're not.
If I had that, I'd be coaching 4 teams, Tommy.
Here's the handoff. Here comes Roach. Look at her motor up the field. Inside the 20 down to about the 17-yard line. She is terrific.
I thought when I saw Tank Pryor in Chicago, Tommy the senior, I'm thinking that's as physical a runner, and she is. We got to give credit to a lot of the good players in this league. Lusby's a heck of a player. We can go out west and find good players. Tommy, there's no better football player in this league. Folks, if you did not know Mary Rose Roach's name coming into this game, you better recognize NFL rosters. Is there room for a female on your team? Unreal.
Go to the well again. Absolutely. Here she comes. Around the 15, 10, 5, and just pushed out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. Roach just carries Philadelphia.
Oh, please let me see a replay if we had one on that. The hesitation, stutter step, and if we don't, you great job of patience. That's a football player that gets it. Now, I'll just explain it real quick. Comes that whole time, it almost looked like she was going slow motion. You know why? At the beginning of the play, she was waiting for her line to get out in front of her, and then she accelerated into the 4th gear, not 2nd gear. She goes from 0 to 60 in a heartbeat. She needs to be on one of those TV commercials talking about automobiles.
Right.
Unbelievable play.
1st and goal at the 5, and she lost the football. It's loose, and Ananka Dixon's got it. Look out, Dixon's got some green now. She's across the 15, out near midfield, before she's finally driven out of bounds. Ananka Dixon very smartly picks up the fumble and is off to the races.
What a great comeback by Miami after being down 13-0 and not allowing momentum by Philadelphia to screw them up. This is the 4th exchange problem. 3 by the quarterback center and 1 on the fake reverse that they had going on. But the quarterback and center exchange, inexcusable after all this time, cannot do it. There's nothing that drives coaches worse than laying that ball on the ground when it's an unforced error. Nice effort by Philadelphia to save the home run touchdown by Dixon, but you gotta get the center quarterback exchange or you can't play in this league, and that'll be the reason if Philadelphia loses is their poor execution.
1st and goal, football at the 24-yard line of Philadelphia. Miami on a roll now. Dixon fades back, looking long, and this one is picked off. Danielle Gassler's got it. She's out across the 10, cuts back across the 15, just continues to run forward, out to the 20-yard line. What a huge back-to-back pair of turnovers.
I'm not so sure that being exhausted, there you see Danielle Gassler, who also plays great on offense, but is a very, very ball-hawking safety, and their safety's maybe as good as any in the league, the combo, Tommy. You can't throw that ball up. I'm not so sure after the defensive play that she didn't throw it being tired. We'll come back and talk more about this.
This is Friday night.
Welcome back to FIU Stadium. I got a question for you in a second, Sean. But as Philadelphia comes to the line of scrimmage now, Bell under center. Fakes the give. Fading back. Looking long. Looking for Heather Roy. And it is knocked away at the last second. Oh, terrific defensive play by Nina Smith.
NFL corners, take note. That's a great job of Smith locating the football, finding it, and timing her jump to make sure she knocks it down.
Now, my question. Do you think Anaka Dixon was a little tired when she threw that ball just now?
Making big plays on offense. Tommy recovered that fumble and ran a long way and had to come right back and make a big play, and they went for the home run. I do think she was tired because normally Dixon wouldn't make that throw into double coverage and force a turnover.
Now 2nd and 10. Football at the 20. Handoff goes to Roach. Roach trying to get away. Fighting territorially right there. Great stop. And a little wardrobe malfunction. How about a wired up right now? Let's listen to Turley.
That's what I'm talking about. Get down. Ref, throw the flag. Throw the flag. Yeah, what? That's what you get. That's what you get.
Two physical teams that are feisty. Heather Roy with that shoulder trying to sneak one in.
21 of the offense. Penalized 10 yards. The downtown. Be clean up.
Personal foul.
Yep.
Late hit after the whistle. Throws that shoulder. And Heather Roy, Tommy, is becoming one of the great pass rushers in this league on defense.
Oh, yeah.
And
good
she's
point.
physical on offensive line, the right guard. And she throws it in there, and Tara Turley wasn't having any part of it, nor were the officials. Now, Tommy, we laugh. But if you're Chandler Brown, you're mad at the world right now.
Oh, absolutely.
You don't have a problem getting penalties when somebody's hitting somebody over the middle and it's one of those, is it a late hit or is it not? But those are unforced penalties, but we know it's feisty and a lot of competitiveness out here.
3rd and forever. 3rd and 19. Football at the 11-yard line. Bell fades back after trips to the right side, looking long, looking down the field, and it is almost intercepted. Who's there again? Tina Cacavelli almost had that one. Looking for Roach long, incomplete, and it's 4th down.
Great job by Mary Rose Roach to prevent an interception, to become a receiver now that becomes a defensive player,
right,
and switch momentum in this. Tommy, we question, people want to know how good Philadelphia was going into this game. Are getting ready to play Miami. Tampa's a dominant team out east, right? We know that. But we didn't know the measuring stick because Baltimore got beat by Philly 60-6.
Right.
We're seeing just how the measuring stick is tonight.
4th and 19 now. Bell fades back, and here comes Stu Rutgers. Bell's in trouble. She's going down inside the 5, down to about the 3-yard line. Terrific job again by Miami's defense. Anik Naylor out of Alberta, Canada, with the terrific blitz and sack.
They don't just play hockey in Canada, Tommy. Naylor now, remember, she was the one who on that two-point conversion made the play.
Right.
She is quick off the edge. Great job of a hesitation blitz. Man alive, getting after it.
Dixon, handoff, goes around the left side, maybe a gain of a yard or so. Not much there. You go against their speed, and you're really fighting with what they do well. That's Turley who had it. And there's just not a lot of room because they are so athletic.
Now, Christy Bell couldn't make that play on 4th down, Tommy, and we talk about field position, which in all our games it's come into play every single time. Now Philadelphia, who Miami put themselves in bad field position the first half, Philly now with that 4th down sack has given Miami an excellent opportunity to knock them in the teeth and take control of the football game.
2nd goal at the 3. Dixon rolls around the right side. She's in trouble, and she's going to go out of bounds on a running play. 2 straight running plays, and now they've got to throw it, and they're in a little trouble.
Now, let's make the emphasis. This team specializes in throwing the football, does Miami, but now, that's why you want to run it You want to throw it early down so you can have your runs available to you. But now, you'd like to get 2 passes out in the first 3 downs. Now you've got to throw on 3rd down. You've got to throw on 4th down. Fortunately, you got what some consider the best quarterback in this league as far as run-pass option, because she is the Michael Vick of this league. And Tommy, we got to talk about power rankings. I'm kind of curious where you think on the East and West who the best teams in this league are.
We talked about that. That's going to be a tough call right now. Fade back. She's in trouble. She looked for somebody to hand it off to, and now she's in trouble. Dixon trying to run out of it, and she's going down again.
Relentless pressure up front by Philadelphia.
Oh, yeah.
And this is how you have to respond when you're backed up and your offense puts you in a huge bind by allowing them to have great field position. You got a special quarterback in Dixon, a very, very explosive offense in Miami. Your offense, if you're Philadelphia, has let the defense down here in the second half. So what do? What you do is you bow your neck, Tommy, and you make something happen. Philadelphia's safeties will come up and hit you. We know Roach will hit you right in the mouth, that inside linebacker. This is a great goal line stand on 4th and 7. Remember, Miami has to throw the football on this play.
Dixon under center, fades back, throws to the left side, and it is incomplete. But hold it. I think we got a flag. We got a flag down in the backfield,
Illegal defense.
And Miami is
Safeties
applauding.
on both sides of the ball. Penalty is half the distance to the goal. Remains 4th down.
This is Friday night football.
All right, so here we go. 4th down again after the penalty. 4th and goal at the 3-yard line. Dixon looking over center. She'll fade back. Looks into the end zone. She's got to throw it. Heaves it into the end zone. Caught. Touchdown, Tina Cacavelli.
One of the great matchups in football there. Gassler in the secondary playing Calcavelli. And you know what made that happen? Nice low outside throw by Dixon. But look at how Calcavelli comes back and finishes. Nice mechanics of Dixon are special. This girl keeps the ball high where she's supposed to, so there's no wasted motion. Sidestep, but still stay in the pocket and find your receiver. Look at the finish now by Calcavelli on the edge to come back to the ball to cut Gassler off and then to taunt her a little bit. I understand Calcavelli. Tina with a great job. But did you see how nice Dixon, Tommy, steps back, sidesteps, but her eyes stayed up the field? And that's how you finish plays. Dixon's pretty doggone good.
Oh, she is now. Now 26-19, just under 6.5 left. Little fake, goes to the right side. Trying for a double pass. A triple pass, and it's incomplete, knocked away. We got flags all over the field.
Well, it would have been an illegal forward pass if the last one would have been complete because the throw back to Dixon was forward. So, but there's markers and laundry all over the field.
Doesn't matter, it's incomplete.
Let's have a listen. Wait, unless it was against Philadelphia.
There are 2 fouls
good point,
on the play. Holding offense number 11. Penalty is declined. Illegal forward pass on the offense. 2 forward passes. That penalty is also declined. The try for point is no good.
Good call, partner.
Thank you, bud. That's what I do once in a while. We got a game now, Tommy. Look at this. Remember we talked about the odd score?
Yep.
20 early in the game. I said that odd point's going to come in somewhere because we don't kick extra points. Let's keep an eye on that and wonder how that turns out. 7 points down.
Bell got in a little trouble. She's rolling around the right side and going down. Nice job. Janae Johnson got her with the shirt that she just wouldn't let go of, and then Bell couldn't recover.
Held her long enough for her friends to come help out, Tommy.
Right.
Nice job. Now, this is a different Christy Bell throwing the ball, Tommy, than we saw in the first game. She threw an LFL record, I think, in her debut, 4 touchdown passes. I know that. But she's holding the ball a little too long, not pushing the envelope down the field. Now, she did a good job. You say, well, what about those little short screen passes to Roach, to Mary Rose Roach? Well, you make any quarterback look good.
2nd down and 14. Rolls out, now gives it to Roach. Roach trying to get out to the outside, and she steps out of bounds just inside Miami territory.
I am flabbergasted how much she looks like Barry Sanders with that stutter kick.
Yeah.
Steps into the hole, allows people to converge on it, and then bam, bounces it outside so she can break contain. It looks when he first, I've said this once before and say it again because it's worth noting. She'll go in there and she'll hesitate at the hole. People converge and try to tackle her in the hole, and then she bounces it out, and she hits that gear so fast, Tommy.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to tell you what, by the end of this year, if that girl's not crowned MVP of this league, I know it's early, but I'm allowed to make predictions. That's what we do.
3rd and long again. Little pitch goes right side, Roach with it, and Roach going nowhere. They got that linebacker keyed in now to find her, and Etta Paul with a great stop. You follow Roach wherever she goes. I don't care if she goes up into the stands. You go with her.
Go sit with her and buy her 3 beers so that she can't come back and run good. But Tommy, Etta Paul, not only great on offense, hasn't really been very good on offense, haven't seen her much, but we will before the year's out. But a nice job of tackling. That is the one way now. Folks, keep an eye on this now. That's quarterback Ananka Dixon. Plays both ways, but she is on the sidelines getting looked at, and that's just not being tired. Something is wrong there. That's the way you stop. That's the way you stop Mary Rose Roach, Tom, is you got to get her before her feet get moving. We got a timeout. Get this thing rolling. We got a ball game.
Bell now, 4th and 8. Fades back. She wants to throw. She's got pressure. Pressure coming. Rolling back. She's in trouble. Back at the 15. Lost it. Sacked by Miami. And the Miami defense has answered the call.
I saw a flag come in late, Tommy. We'll see who it's against, but that's inexcusable by Bell, who was so sensational in her first start. Let's see what the flag is. Is Miami in great position, or do they do something to give Philadelphia another chance?
Here's the call.
Illegal defense. 3 players blitzed. Penalized 5 yards. Remains 4th down.
3 players blitz, and you can't have 3.
do it. You've been talking about these rules the whole time. You've got the ball now down there on 4th down. Now it moves up. Philadelphia's got new life. You can't beat yourself with penalties. Reminds me of the Dallas Cowboys in the NFL. Just dumb football. Now Philadelphia's got new life. They're driving. Miami, don't kill yourself with those penalties. You had a great pass rush. Maybe that's why they had a great pass rush. But Christie has got to answer this. She's had 2 short, big plays for touchdowns. See if she can put the ball in the air.
Got to throw it again. Little pass goes right side. Lusby's got it. Lusby makes a move inside the 15, down near about the 11-yard line. That's, I think, going to be enough for a first down.
Let's keep an eye on this clock. We're down to 3:20. Things are starting to tick away. Don't forget, we went back to Ananka Dixon with the injury for Miami, their quarterback. What'll happen there?
Was enough for a first down. Handoff goes to Roach inside the 10, down to the 5, and she fights forward. Touchdown.
I can tell you what's going to happen. We got to find out if Dixon's coming back on the field. That's another touchdown for Rhodes. Hits that hole quick. Tommy, bad tackling. But you've at least given yourself some clock now if you're Miami. You've given yourself some clock to go back down and score. We got to see what's going on with Dixon. Ananka Dixon hurt. We'll see if she can come out and play. Here's a replay. Rhodes again, nice stutter step getting into the end zone. But now it sets it up. Are you going for 2 or 1? Do you go for the win on the road, or do you go for 1? Now, we don't have a high percentage of at the 5-yard line getting 2-pointers in this league. It's low percentage. What kind of guts will Coach Brown have? Going for 2 here, Tommy.
Going for 2. Who do you give it to? Mary Rose. Rhodes cuts back, and the extra point conversion is good, and Philly takes a 1-point lead.
Folks, that's Chandler Brown, the head coach, having the guts of a burglar, going on the road, rolling dice. But is it really rolling dice with Rhodes as your running back? Walks in basically untouched. Instead of going for the tie at the 2-yard line, they go for the win at the 5-yard line. Still 2:42, plenty of time. I don't see Ananka Dixon in a football game, Tommy, which is devastating for this football team.
No, this is Grenier that's on the field now. And she's going to hand off. You can't imagine she's going to be asked to throw very much. And the give gets about 5 or 6 yards on the play.
Jennifer Grenier, the quarterback, and Tommy, this team loves to throw it. Ananka Dixon can do both run it, but remember, she got hurt a couple series ago on defense, Tommy. Got hurt. Saw her working on the sidelines. Now Grenier comes in. This is where you're begging for somebody like Mary Rose Roach on the other side to be in your backfield.
Right.
What will Miami do, Tommy, with 2 minutes to go and no Dixon on the field? Devastating injury.
And we'll get our 2-minute timeout. Commercial time. We'll be right back. Next Friday night in San Diego, it's Seattle at 0-2 against San Diego 1-0. And San Diego could have a little quarterback question. Crystal Gray, who's with Baltimore, is now with San Diego, and she can play. All right, here we go. A 1-point game with 2 minutes left. Grenier fades back, wanted to go long. Now pitches it left side, and can she get away? No, they say it's incomplete.
Great job by Philadelphia to read that. She got a little Grenier drop back, look a little like Doug Flutie, doesn't she? A little smallish on the side, but folks, this is no laughing matter for Miami. Ananka Dixon, the best quarterback in this league, was hurt about a series or so ago on defense. Bob Huckel and their team, the quarterback, this is their worst nightmare record, guys, Tommy, especially coming in for the last drive. They've been criticized for playing her on defense, Ananka Dixon, because of the injury problem to your starting quarterback possibility, and it happened. But Bobby loves to put his best athletes on the field, but it backfired in this one.
Motion now trips to the right side. Handoff goes to Taylor Thompson. Thompson started to throw. Now she's going to run it. The ball is loose, and it looks like Philly's got it. They do. Tyra Lusby there to pick up that fumble. Terrific hands. Great anticipation. Lusby right there.
Unbelievable. Quick turnover here and get the ball right back to Philadelphia.
Now a quick screen pass goes to the left side. Mary Rose Roach with it. And I believe Miami has used their timeout, so this could be it.
And we didn't have much time to talk about that. You know what, Taylor Thompson, that's the only mistake she's made, Tom.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Took a big hit, laid it on the ground. Unfortunately, physicality happens, laid it on the ground. Not sure if Ananka Dixon would have made a difference there, maybe in the play calling. But the reason why you say, why isn't Philadelphia running it right now? Because they got to get at least one throw or two, well, two out of the way.
Right.
And then you can let the clock run. And what did Chandler Brown do? On the first one, throws a little quick screen. It's an extension of the run to count that as one of them. As I see the clock ticking down, now all you got to do is take it easy. You run and run, the ball game's over.
And Roach is our game MVP, and she'll get it again. Roach on the left side, inside the 15. Down near the 10, and they'll stop the clock there with 52 seconds left.
Don't run out of bounds. That's the only mistake she's made the whole night.
Yeah.
Hand it off to her, and I know that she's probably thinking, I shouldn't have done that. Don't run out of bounds. Chandler Brown probably going to talk to her, but what do you say to her? Hey, girl, you've only rushed for 153 yards.
You carried us all night long, offense and defense. But let's talk about the mistake you made.
The one mistake, don't go out of bounds. But you know what? They're going to hand it off to her again. We got a first down, so they have two more runs in here. Now, we've seen 3 bad exchanges, Tommy, with Philadelphia. Just don't fumble the center snap.
Give us to Roach, and she's going up the middle with no gain. There's nowhere to go there.
Tommy, your power rankings.
Miami,
Tampa, and Philly. Philly and Tampa probably at the top.
You got to put all 3 of those together. Out west now, San Diego's only played 1 game. LA's right there. Chicago's right there. You may see San Diego sneak into that too.
And an 0-2 Dallas team is far better than their record. They could disrupt the playoff picture in the West.
Oh, absolutely. 46 seconds left. Quick throw goes to the left side. Look at her. She's not trying to get anywhere. Just hang on to the football. Let yourself get tackled. She may learn you can go down to 1 knee. Right?
Nice job by Gassler staying in bounds. Yeah, take it and cry foul or cry down. Get down. Don't take those crazy hits. But they had to throw the football. Now all they have to do is hand it off, put it in the hands of your best football player, and this football game will be over as the clock's rolling. Should be rolling. The clock should be rolling. Great job by Philadelphia. They had some sloppiness on offensive ball handling, Tommy. Miami, a lot of credit for fighting back. Miami isn't going away. I can promise you, folks. Their defense is better this year.
Hey, buddy, it was 13-0. They just turned it over. As we saw Etta Paul, who's been terrific, and they didn't get the playoff in time. This will be delay of game. Miami was in trouble. They were down 13-0.
Offense number 11. Penalized 5 yards. Second out.
Now, Tommy, that's just stupid football.
Yeah.
You got the game won. What do you do? I mean, you know what they're doing? They're milking the clock in the huddle. What you do, and you milk the clock at the line of scrimmage.
Exactly.
You walk to the line of scrimmage, slowly get there, let the quarterback control the clock. You don't do that, huddle up, and then have to sprint because then you risk bad ball handling, all that. Then it becomes a panic situation.
All kinds of things.
Some Philadelphia's got to learn here.
Handoff goes to Roach. She'll go right up the middle, and that should do it.
What an MVP performance by that young lady, Mary Rose Roach. Folks, she's the Barry Sanders of this league, and I have not seen a better football player. Congratulations to Philly.
Hold it.
Clock stop again.
On the offense. Third running play in the series. The
just what you talked about.
With a loss of down, it'll be 4th down.
See, you panic. You do stupid stuff. Instead of get to the line of scrimmage, be calm. Take care of your business. Don't put people in panic. This puts a bitter taste in Chandler Brown's mouth because we won, but
she'll look ahead and throw this one. Very smart play. Throw it out of bounds. And a huge win on the road for Philly at Miami. We'll be right back. What a huge win on the road for Philly, now 2-0 with the win over Baltimore. Miami's not out of this either because they've still got 3 games to go.
They will disrupt the playoff picture and be in it in the East. The things that stick out to me, Tommy, are Ananka Dixon, great performance, but hurt, couldn't be in there for the last drive, and the guts of Coach for Philadelphia, Chandler Brown, to go for 2 for the win on the road instead of just play for 1.
Big win, terrific game. Hope we get the same. See you next week. Good night, everybody.